What's up, guys? Here we go. Here we go. Once again, back to start a whole nother week for the NFL. Here we go with the Thursday night football game to kick off the week. And honestly, I've been doing pretty good on these Thursday night games these last few weeks, man. I've actually been coming through and getting these correctly to start off my weeks. I mean, yes, if you paid attention to last week, I did pretty shittily on Sunday, so that's why I ended up finishing 7-8 for the week. My first losing week ever. But hey, man, I started off good on Thursday. And let's just talk about the good shit. All right? Because that's where we are right now. And going into this game, yes, people would be like, who are you picking? And I don't understand why you would even ask that. Because, of course, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. I know, I know. I tell you all the time, people jump on their bandwagon because they do so amazingly in September. And then by mid October to November, they're looking like, who the fuck are these guys? And people are so quick to jump off their bandwagon. I am the same way, don't get me wrong, but against certain teams, certain entities, you can't pick against them. And Houston has not done shit all year to make you believe that they should beat the Buffalo Bills on a short week this Thursday. So, Josh Allen, who was good for 6 touchdowns last week, not six that he threw, but just 6 total touchdowns. Yeah, he should be able to roll against this Houston Texans team, who, yes, their defense can look pretty good at times, but the offense has been shaky this year because CJ Stroud has been hurt, and even when CJ has been out there, they haven't just looked like the world beaters you would want them to look like. So there's just a lot of issues and things going on right now in Houston. Problems that it's like, unfortunately, they're gonna have to try to address towards the end of this year and off season, but that's not right now. And Buffalo understands that like they've dropped like one too many games already at the by this point of the season. Like we're in week 12 and they're like a 2 games behind the Patriots if I'm not mistaken for their division. So it's like they might not be able to win their division anymore, unfortunately, but they still have to make sure they have a good enough record to get into the wild card. And they definitely should. They most likely will. But it's just, hey, if you lose the motherfuckers like the Texans and shit, you're not. It's not. It's gonna make that. It's gonna make doing that even more harder. So that's why I'm saying Buffalo knows it's at stake. They know what they got to do. They can't afford to lose this game. Houston can afford to lose this game because at this point their playoff hopes, and like even if they got to the playoffs, doing anything in the playoffs, like let's be honest, they probably do not have those hopes anymore. Like after about the third or fourth week of the season, I'm pretty sure those hopes and those like aspirations definitely left from the Houston Texans organization because they just been up and down ever motherfucking since. And that's how they currently sit here as we sit on Thursday going into this game. And Buffalo, yeah, they've been beaten up. They've taken their losses. They've done a lot of dumb shit. They got a lot of dumb shit that's happened to them. But they are still a good enough team, like I'm telling you, to be able to beat the Houston Texans. So that's why I'm going with the Bills to roll over the Texans tonight in Thursday night football. I know they're not always the greatest games and everything, but they're pretty interesting when they got good teams. And I like both of these teams enough to where this should be an interesting enough game. But it's also I mean, I'm pretty tired, so this also might be one of those games that I just don't even fully pay attention to and watch. If I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm gonna try to tune into it, and I'm gonna definitely try to make sure that I pay attention and watch what happens so that I can talk about it tomorrow on my analysis and my little recap. But like I said, Houston should lose tonight to Buffalo. Buffalo should roll in Thursday night football. We shall see what happens, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you think will win. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow as we talk about it and we get ready to redeem what the fuck we did last week on Sunday and make sure we get a bunch of those picks right. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Thursday. Have a great weekend. I will talk to each and every single one of you later. Peace.